Let's regroup.
Okay. Come on.
Hello everybody and welcome to Resident Evil 0 HD Remastered Part 3 for the continuation of one of the best Resident Evil games in the series, and I'm doing this as kind of a last minute video, which is right before I start my work week, and I figured that I've just been having a really rough sleeping schedule, so let's just jump right in, try to finish the game. In the last video, I had gone through the underground area that had a lot of infected primates and infected giant tarantulas, and we had also gone through the rest of the mansion, and now I am at a church area, but this church area we're going to have to do a bit of backtracking to actually go and grab something that I did not know was going to be needed. It is actually the hook shot. So we're going to see how much further this game is. We do have to go through the laboratory area, and then there's a treatment facility. It's kind of like an underground construction place. It's actually a pretty short section, and then there will be one final thing left after that. So let's just jump right in and see what happens. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I thank you guys for watching these videos ahead of time and for following and subscribing to my Twitch channel and my YouTube channel, which helps me to grow as well as continue to motivate myself to improve. And for those of you who have been subscribing to my Twitch channel, I appreciate it. And for those of you who have donated to my Ko-Fi channel, I appreciate that as well. Alright, well, let's jump right in. I'm going to turn this off on the top right corner. And okay, let's do this. So let's see. We can go out the main entrance. And we are going to need... Yeah, we are going to need to grab a couple things. So we're going to leave that there. And we're also going to leave behind probably the Molotovs. And at the same time, Billy Cohen can come with us. I'm pretty sure that I left the... Well, this is really bad timing. Oh yeah, this is very bad timing. I didn't expect them to be showing up right now. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, I really didn't expect them to be showing up, like, exactly just right now. And I am injured very badly, and I could die very easily in this fight. Damn it. I'm a little slow at trying to react to catching where this bat is going to be attacking me. Damn it. This is not good, because I really didn't expect the bat to be showing up so soon, actually.
Resident Evil 0.
I needed to go back for actually the grenade launcher, and at the same time, I needed to go back for the hook shot. And now that I don't even have any health items with me, and at the same time we're fighting the bat, this is kind of like an unexpected time for me to be doing it. We're gonna try using... I guess we don't really have a choice. Oh boy. If I'm lucky, I might be able to walk out the front door. Okay, so I can leave out the front door. That's thankfully something I can do.
Come on.
There's a lot of bats out right now, but they should leave me alone. Yeah, as these games are like pretty much all coming to an end soon. I have about 5 or 6 games that are ending in just about the average of 1 to 2 videos for each one. There's so many games that oh my goodness. Hopefully he's dead. Hopefully he stays dead. We're definitely going to need a healing item of some kind. We can actually take this entrance right here and just get right back to the main area. Thankfully. Do keep in mind I'm doing this on a lack of sleep. I've been sleeping all kinds of funny ever since I've been hitting these holidays and stuff. And I will be gone for probably about a good week. So, you know, this is why I'm trying to push out videos for you guys. Just to relax and enjoy our time together. Okay, so I think this is a healing item right here on the ground. I wonder if... It's got me curious. We may not need these. But we are gonna need that healing item. It's too bad that I don't have any more healing items than this. Perhaps if I go in there as like Billy, maybe Billy will be able to handle the bat a lot easier because he's a little more tanky and he's a little faster at shooting the shotgun. Alright, so we have the hook shot now. We're actually going to put it on Billy right now. And then let's see if I left behind anything that I can use in this area. Looks like there's not even a... Didn't sound very good. Yeah, there doesn't seem to be any other items that I've left behind, so we're just gonna have to stick with what we've got. Now that we have the hook shot, let's go back to the church. This time we'll send Billy in. He has more HP than Rebecca. And Rebecca is faster at using the handgun, I think, because she's based off of attack speed. And Billy is more of a tanky, jumping in and wish. Thank you, and thank you so much for that. I wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year as well. Sadly, like I said, I will not be here for New Year's, but I did try to enjoy Christmas time with you guys. And I had a very lovely time with the Another Crab's Treasure game, and that was a very fun experience. I had a very big enjoyment during that time. And I hope that even if I don't see you over the past next week, that, you know, you'll always remember that I'm looking out for you guys. And I always hope that you guys stay safe out there. Because there is just so much that's been happening out there. I'm also a little foggy in the brain, so, you know, just I'm talking a little weird. It's only because I've been sleeping really odd these days. And in particular, today was just actually the one day where I slept the most weird. Because I actually woke up extremely early, around like 10 o'clock in the morning, which is about like 5 to 7 hours before I usually wake up on a normal basis. It was because I was trying to wake up early enough so that way I could at least, you know, do a couple videos for you guys and hang out with my mom, which I did. And now I'm back again, which I actually kind of fell asleep after all the hangout and movies and stuff, and it was just like I woke up at a time where I'm like, okay, you know what? I still have a little bit of time to spare, so why not? You know? So that's kind of where we're at right now. Well, if I'm lucky, because if I'm lucky, I may be able to have Rebecca go right over here. Sounds good to me. You be safe, try not to get into an accident or anything. That would not be good. Alright, let's exchange the firearm. And let's also try to give shotgun. And we'll work with this as Billy. It's gonna go inside. I'm gonna just try to hopefully make him be the one who's going to end up killing that bat. We'll do our best to go in and save while we have the opportunity. Good thing that was just a minor detour, so we don't have to worry about too much now. And now we're going to grab this and we're going to drop this thing. We're going to change out the rounds to flame. And then we'll drop this one. And then we're going to grab these little ink ribbons. We're just going to save right now while we have the opportunity because we have a fully arsenal heavy Billy Cohen with full HP. And not to mention, I have the grenade launcher and I have the hook shot, which is actually what I need to progress this area. So we should be okay. I cannot waste the rounds that I have, so I'm gonna really hope that I can land these shots on the bat. God damn it. It's just all these camera angles, that's what it is. The camera angles are what's getting me. Just the camera angle. Because every time that it switches screens, it causes my character to run in odd directions when I'm holding down different buttons. Missed. Okay, that's one shot. Since there's little bats around, we're going to... Oh, shoot. Oh well. Thought I had my handgun with me. Damn little creatures. This is a very hard fight because it's very easy for you to screw up missing the shot. I mean, look at all these bats. They're just making my character move in weird ways right now. Like, I can't even aim for the bat that I'm trying to aim for. Okay, we got one. Okay, well, we're out of that, unfortunately. I am in danger right now. If I die, it's okay, because I actually needed the handgun anyway. Yeah, see that? See, like, this is the thing about why I needed to go back for this, is because this is like one of those situations that, like, unless
Resident Evil.
you get really lucky at aiming specifically at the bat, it's like every time that I auto aim my right trigger, the bat, there's so many targets that the character just automatically chooses the nearest one, and it makes it very difficult to target the very specific one that you're trying to go for. This is why I made sure I saved, because I just knew that this was going to be an issue. How are you doing, Wisdom? I'm glad that you can join us in this game. I am getting my butt handed to me by the bat monster, but it's only because it is one of the most difficult bosses to take down, since I don't really have access to targeting a very specific enemy. These camera angles are kind of getting me, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, here we go. Damn you. Just wait for him, wait for him. Okay, that's one. Okay, let's get out the pistol. Let's aim for these little shitheads. Damn it. See all the targets? It's just so many. Damn it, I'm already out of ammo for it. Damn it. Damn it, I'm out. I got him. Oh shit, I got him. Oh my goodness. So, like, I'm gonna tell you that this boss right here is very annoying to deal with, especially on the hardest difficulty. Only because there's just so much going on the screen. It makes it so hard to be able to, like, effectively target the bats. They're moving around all over the place. There's so many enemies, and you just really got to get lucky on hitting those targets, you know? It was just a very, very rough around the edges situation, so... Right, we're okay now. But that was just a really rough around the edges situation. I'm just glad it's over. But I am, like, severely injured right now. If I run into any kind of trouble, we are definitely going to have a very bad time. I'm just going to save right now, because I don't want to have to end up fighting that bat ever again. It wasn't the most perfect fight, but at least it's successfully over. I mean, when you guys saw how many enemies were on that map, it was understandably, you know, what I was doing, I was missing a lot of shots, but I was just really trying to land a lucky hit on him. And it pulled through. And that's the reason why I just kind of was just spam attacking. Okay, so we need the hook shot. However, I'm going to do it as Rebecca because she actually has more HP than Billy. And Billy right now is kind of in the danger zone, so we're just gonna kind of use Rebecca for right now. Just gonna get Rebecca off of here, then we're gonna switch over. We're just gonna exchange weapons. I am going to take the other pistol with me. we'll have Billy give me my shotgun. Because once I use the hook shot, I don't really ever have to use it again. And we'll also take, we'll just take the shotgun and this for right now. Because we just have to open up the exit, and after that we don't ever have to use the hook shot. At least if I remember correctly, we'll never have to use this ever again. I'm really excited that a lot of the games are actually coming to an end soon. We're talking Resident Evil 5 is coming close. I mean, not Resident Evil 5, Resident Evil 0 is coming really close. We also have Silent Hill 2 Remake coming very close. Then we also have, let me see, what else do we have? Like I said, I'm not like totally awake right now. So you'll have to forgive me if I have some memory issues. But yeah, about even Elden Ring is coming close to an end, actually. Okay, so since that is now unlocked, we just need to put down.
Follow me.
We'll wait for Billy Cohen to show up. Should be on his way right now. There he is. Okay, well, we're gonna make sure that Billy has a good gun. So we're gonna get rid of this, and we're going to make sure he has his pistol equipped. It always pays off to have an extra handgun, you know, firing at the same time as you. A lot of people don't like his AI, but I actually think he's okay for the most part. Okay, so let's see where we are right now. So we have a door that's on the side we can open. Hopefully we'll find, I'm really hoping we'll find a green herb, because we really do need one. But yeah, another Crab's Treasure, Resident Evil 0, Silent Hill 2 Remake, Elden Ring, even kind of like Hollow Knight Silksong's actually coming really close. Like I'm kind of like already halfway through the game. And then I think I have one more that's on the way. I just can't remember what it was off the top of my head. But yeah, a lot of these games about to end opens up a lot of opportunity for other games. And since I'm waiting on the release of certain games right now, Wake the Fear. Hello, it's nice. I'm glad to meet you right now. I am doing this kind of like I said at a time where I'm usually not awake. And so I'm just kind of having some memory issues right now, so you just have to forgive me if I talk a little funny, but yeah, it's just from brain fog. That's all it is, brain fog. But it's nice to meet you, and thank you for joining me on Resident Evil 0. So we have Marcus Diary number 2. Trouble is unlikely, but I closed my babies up in a special capsule. But it won't be safe if I hold on to it myself. I'll hide it in that place. Yeah, brain fog is a nightmare. It's actually just because I have been sleeping in very inconsistent patterns for a while. And it's just, it's really because I have a very, very long work week coming up. And I just won't be around for about a week straight. It could even end up longer than a week straight. And that's the reason why I just kind of am, you know, doing these at really odd patterns, besides the fact that my mom wanted to hang out. And, you know, it's just finding the time to stream, finding time to edit videos, finding time to hang out with somebody. you know, it was just a lot to process. So I've been sleeping and waking up in very inconsistent patterns, you know, and now I have this incredibly long work week that's coming up, and it looks like we need the damn hook shot again. But yeah, just you know, I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best. I'm hanging in there. So either way, I appreciate your guys' company. I don't know if I really should be... I don't know how many times I'm going to need this hook shot. I thought I would only need it once, but apparently I need it again for a second time in a row. Well, I left the dang thing roughly about like... It was like right down there, so let's go grab this thingy-me-bobber. Yeah, give me this thingy-me-bobber right now. Yeah, and you're right. We can be exhausted in just a few moments, and honestly, it's like, you know, with all these holidays and all these events and everything that's just been happening in my city, like we just had the Cowboys like rodeo, we had the national football something, now we have Christmas, now we have New Year's, you know, and it's just so much. It's just too much. And then not even just that, but the whole entire week of Thanksgiving and what followed after it, it was just chaotic. Like for all of these holidays, I can't stand holidays. I absolutely despise holidays, you know. And it's just, yeah, it's a lot to deal with. So we're gonna leave our handgun. I'm gonna leave the handgun. I know that it's probably not the smartest decision, but I prefer having healing items if I can. Because I worry about having a healing item more. Okay, so we have another note here. It's on the chair. Laboratory Manager's Diary. Today, under Director Marcus's orders, I changed the platform entry code. Later, I asked him what the source of the entry code was. He told me it was based on something significant in his children's growth, but the director is a loner. He isn't married, and he sure doesn't have any children. What did he mean? I have no idea. I don't know the director enough to even know. We're gonna drop this thing and hope I don't need it for a second time in a row. Jesus. I hope whatever that creature is that it's not hiding an item behind it. We'll definitely push this button, see what it does. Well, that's just fantastic. Of course it'd be locked. I don't like those leech monsters. They're actually very difficult to deal with. They can definitely be very overwhelming very quickly. There is zombies on the ground. Damn it. Wait, I don't... Oh, actually, wait a second. Hold on. What is this? Okay, so... Administered tea into 4 leeches. Their will to survive leads them first to parasitism and predation. Then they breed and multiply. Such a single-minded biology makes them attractive candidates for bioweapons research. Afterwards, no major changes observed. February 10th, 1978. 7 days since administration of T rapid growth to double former size. Signs of transformation emerging. Spawning successful. They double their numbers in under 1 hour. But their ravenous appetites lead them to cannibalism. Hastened to increase food supply, but lost too. So this is like a code for a puzzle. I can tell right now. Okay, so let's see. So the first digit, all right, is 4. And then then it should be 8. And then minus 2 is 6. 4, 8, 6, 3. Seems to be 4863. Thank you for the hug. Okay, so we gotta be pumping gas into this machine. It looks like some kind of chemical. Put it in the mixing set? Sure, why not? I'll put red in the mixing set. I feel like this zombie will get off the ground soon, but for right now, he seems to be kind of out of it. Okay, so we need to open up this chamber, but we need a herb or a mixing set. I mean, like some kind of herb for our mixing set. And at the same time, we can go into this room right here. Let's see what's inside of it. You know what would really help my situation? I should really start drinking water to help get rid of the brain fog. Okay, so I can send the items down there. One of the first things that I will definitely try to put down there. Okay, we got a couple zombies on the way. I'm not too concerned about the shotgun. Because the shotgun, we actually have plenty of rounds, and I'm going to be using the grenade launcher mostly later anyway. Dr. Marcus, co-founder with President Spencer of the Umbrella Corporation, disappeared 20 years ago. The result of his research have been kept under wraps the entire time. The reason became clear here at the training facility run by Dr. Marcus. Well, not here exactly, but underground. When we ventured below, we understood. Then, there, we found the evidence of Dr. Marcus's research into the T-virus prototype called Progenitor. The evidence of the years of hideous experimentation that used company employees as guinea pigs. We cannot know how many were forced to become subjects, but based on the evidence, no less than 20 individuals were involved. Some of them were taken deliberately to keep the corporation's secrets safe. Where the doctor is now, I don't know. But considering the recent rapid growth of Umbrella Corporation, I cannot help but think that this research is continuing. Yes, this experiment lives and continues to grow in the dark. Those things, the fruits of his research, they fill this facility. The rest of the notebook is missing. Do we have a handgun? We do not. Oh wow. I was trying to aim for that little tank right here, but I didn't have enough time to react to it, so I just ended up missing a shot. Like I said, I'm not too concerned about the shotgun. We're going to have plenty of these things anyway. And the shotgun's not going to be all that useful later. Because the grenade launcher is what we're going to be really needing the most. What I'm concerned about is the leech monster, though. Okay, so we need to go and check that room on the right side. The one that's in the hallway. And it should be the last room that we need to check in this area. Don't worry, the noise of that is from downstairs. Ah, here we are. Now we can mix a herb to give to Billy Cohen. I suppose we can at least spend the moment making a save spot. We'll definitely try to keep those ink ribbons with us as we progress the game. Can you imagine having to listen to a typewriter all day? I think it would be enough to give me a headache. Like a really horrific headache. It'd be terrible listening to that. Definitely make a Molotov right now while we can. I don't know if I have enough room. Probably have to drop this thing right here. And then we'll make ourselves a Molotov. Maybe we can give it to Billy Cohen. Okay, because I don't know if I'm going to have enough room. We're going to check what's in here. It is locked. Alright. And it seems that there is some kind of elevator system right here. Like a little miniature one. I don't know if I'm right about it. Okay, so it's too high to jump down. Alright, well, we'll take this ink ribbon. Actually, you know what? We'll leave the ink ribbon right there. And as for what we can do, let's see. One of the rooms opened from down below, and that was where... I will definitely actually be getting into the Ninja Gaiden series as time goes along. I will definitely find the time to do so. I have not played Ninja Gaiden series games all that much, but I figure why not get into it pretty soon. Okay, so I can't remember if the exchange system is in this room down here or if it was in the other room. It might be in this room. Let's check. I don't remember where the exchange system is, but I hope it's not in that room that has the leech, because I need to send down... Well, I'll definitely try to give it a go when time comes around for me to definitely do Ninja Gaiden games. I'll maybe start off with the better ones. I don't plan to be doing all the old ones. I wasn't like that into Ninja Gaiden until like... I want to say like I didn't really get into Ninja Gaiden until roughly about 4 years ago. And even then I never really even finished one of the Ninja Gaidens. Jesus, you finished it that many times. That's quite a handful. You must really like that one. Yeah, Ninja Gaiden's pretty interesting game. Kind of reminds me of like a Devil May Cry. Only a little harder than Devil May Cry at some times. Actually, I wouldn't even know which one is harder, Devil May Cry or Ninja Gaiden. That's a good question. Okay, well, let's definitely send down an item. Let's send down a healing item. So Billy can heal himself first. Looks like he killed a zombie on his own. Because that one, I'm pretty sure I didn't kill that zombie from earlier. Good thing is that now I can heal Billy Cohen. We're definitely gonna give him the Molotovs. Alright, so let's go back to Rebecca. And let's send down the Molotovs. just in case we need them. I don't think it's gonna fit any kind of shotgun. So, yeah, because I don't think a shotgun could ideally fit in that. Maybe on another time. I don't know if I could do master difficulty. I've already had a streak of literally nothing but hell when it came to all of these, you know, hardcore games. But I'll try my best. I'll definitely try my best to work on them. It'll probably be like multiple playthroughs on each of those games, starting off with like a standard and eventually leading up to the harder ones. Okay, so we need a turn dial for this. We also need some kind of object. Okay, so let's see. What can I do in my situation to help? Damn it. Yeah, that's kind of the reason why I stick with like the nice relaxing playthroughs these days. I really hate this monster, I really do. Wow. You cannot be any slower at throwing a glass bottle at an enemy. Look at this. Do you see like how slow he is at when he throws that bottle? It's absolutely absurd how slow he is. Like, look how slow that is. Like I'm spamming the X button, and it cannot be any slower than that. Oh my goodness, that is absolutely pathetic. Like, I have never seen somebody who throws a bottle like this. You know, it's just ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. I don't understand how the hell it's just like so absurd. You know, so one of the things that I was puzzled about, all those rooms down there were locked. One was missing a dial, one was missing leech things. And I'm just like puzzled by it because I'm like, well, I don't have access to those items. Every room that I've checked so far, it's like we weren't even able to enter. Yeah, we had like no way of entering half of these rooms. Look, so this area has nothing. The one on the right side has nothing, is locked. The one that's on the lower side, you know what? I wonder if the leech creature is blocking it. We're gonna go and see. I just want to see if there's an item behind it. I know it's gonna probably get me killed, but it's the one area that I never checked. Yeah, right here. Okay, so we have the leech capsule now. Get out of here. Yeah, I kind of figured that he was kind of hiding something, because it wouldn't make sense why he was there if he didn't have anything. You see what I'm saying? Go over here. I think we put the capsule into this thing. Or it was the room actually next to it, actually, now that I think about it. Yeah, it was the room that was next to it. can't believe I'm still at this facility. After like all this time that I've been here. I'm still here. Appears to be a device pumping gas into the next room. Okay, well, let's try using the leech thing. So... capsule appears to contain a specimen of a leech. The lid won't budge. Maybe it's sealed by some kind of special material. Okay, so our mixing set, I'm pretty sure we had one, right? So we'll switch it. And we'll combine this with this. No? Container with red chemical. Doesn't appear to be red chemical. You know, I'm kind of curious if the red chemical counts as an automatic healing item, like for the red herb. Wonder if that's yeah, maybe that's what it does. But what do I do with the capsule? Because now that I think about it, you know what? Wonder if any of these have leeches. It's replenished fresh biofluid. Surrounding equipment is still running. Okay, well, this is not going to help our situation. Guess we'll check into this room and see what the hell's in here to see if I can put this capsule anywhere. Because we need a turn dial, we need leeches. I haven't found any of those things. Red chemical is already in your mixing set. Well, we'll say no. Yeah, see, like, we need this, like, leech thing. It's like a key or something like that. We don't have such a key. So I don't know what the hell, because I have been through many of these rooms. And none of them have anything to do with this capsule. When you think about Billy Cohen, he can't really walk out into that hallway because one of them requires a turn dial, the other requires a leech. And we haven't found any of those things. So I'm kind of just like locked into this area, this zone, with no way out of here. Usually Resident Evil's pretty good about like making sure that we know what we're doing. And right now, I'm not having any kind of path right now. Huh. I've never been so lost. Like, we've checked every room. You've seen it. I've checked every room. You figure that if it just needed like some kind of something in here, that the leech capsule would be the thing that goes into this or something like that. Maybe even a pump tank or something. And we don't have such anything. Okay, well, since we're not getting anything out of this room, we'll just leave. I'm kind of confused right now because I just don't see a pathway of what I'm missing. See, we're just blocked in all kinds of ways. There's no anything for us to interact with. And this is the problem that I'm running into, is I'm just completely confused about what to do in our situation. Yeah, I've been to every single room. You know what? I'm just gonna look it up because apparently either I'm just too brain fog or brain dead, or otherwise this game is just not showing any clear signs of what the hell is supposed to happen in this place. So, okay. So we have, if you're fresh out of Molotovs, blah, 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 and on the shelf next to the humanoid leech, once it's toasted, grab the notes on the chair and the laboratory map and the leech capsule from the fluorescent container where the humanoid leech just stood. And you can use the hook shot for now and head into the hallway. The most important part is you have the leech capsule. Make sure you grab that from the lab closet, exit into B1 hall and hit the switch, and then move into, let's see, righty, green herbs, and when you're done, there's nothing important here, return to B1. In this room, you can have, let's see, blah, blah, blah. In the room, you'll notice a small gas chamber filled with poison. That's where we are. We'll be returning here soon, so enter the doors to the west. And we need to grab the notes. There's a can of aid spray, which they're lying about because there is no can of aid spray, and the green door with the bust. So we have to take something called a service lift and send the Molotovs and the leech capsule. And then after we send the Molotov and the leech capsules, in the hall there's a red canister. Have it mixed with the red chemical with the green chemical in our mixing set to form stripping agent. Oh. I thought that the chemical compound that we're mixing was for herbs. I didn't realize that it was a stripping agent. I think that the room was the one over here. I was pretty sure it was the one over here. We'll check. Stripping agent. Interesting. Even if we were to do the stripping agent, there's nothing inside of the capsule unless we're using it to gather poison. Maybe that's what it is. Okay, we have stripping agent. And now we want to mix it. And we have the leech. What the... where the hell did the leech come from? The capsule was empty. I'm at a loss for words. The logic is not there. If you see an empty capsule, okay? Empty capsule sealed, nothing inside of it. Then how the hell did a leech come out of there out of nowhere, out of magical thin air? They didn't even mention that there was anything inside the capsule when I examined the object. Now, if they had shown a picture of a capsule with a leech inside of it, it would have made sense. And I'm like, oh, okay, we need to open up the capsule and we have the leech key for the leech door. But no, they did not. Okay, well, this is not the right key. We'll make sure that we have it on us, and we're gonna have to send it over down to Billy Cohen. At least we know what the hell to do now. We'll send over a healing item first. And then we're gonna go and grab this healing item. It should be somewhere down this hallway. I think it was right here. We're definitely gonna save because of that very complicated process that we just dealt with, not to mention that crazy leech creature is actually around here. Now, I know that they said something about trying to use the Molotovs. Honestly, personally, I don't think that the Molotovs are gonna be all that helpful, because he throws them insanely slow, and not to mention I really think that those leeches are just bullet sponges, and I personally don't want to waste the ammunition on a bullet heavy sponge enemy, you know? So I'd rather just not do that. We'll take that leech. Now I'll just do my best to try to dodge it, because we're not here for very long anyway at this absurd place. At least we shouldn't be. I like to save so that way in case I die, I don't have to ridiculously go backtrack like so many freaking, steps behind. I mean, it was already hard enough being in this area from the bat boss, because it was like very difficult trying to maneuver around the bat boss and trying to take it down accurately. And then not to mention that we also had to deal with like a couple other things. We'll just, for right now, we're gonna send up the handgun to Rebecca. Because I do want her to have it. Make sure that she has her handgun with her. Right now, so that way she doesn't end up wasting those bullets, we'll put the handgun on her. Okay, we just need to get to that leech door. I know that the creature is roaming around, so we're just gonna have to run past it as best as we can. Alright. Nice and relaxing room. Very, very relaxing. Grab the handgun bullets. There's nothing over here. Oh, what's this? We got something called an input regulator coil. I don't really know what that's for. Looks like some kind of fuse. There's something written on the back of the photograph. To James, to commemorate your graduation of 1939. I saw the picture of that one singing man in the background of the photograph. Looks like we're almost done with this area.
Age, that guy could be Marcus's son or grandson.
Alright. That was like a very unnecessary cutscene. Kind of funny, a little corny. So what about this clock? Anything with that? Nope, nothing with the clock. Yeah, we're actually almost really close to being done with this area right now. I'm concerned for the enemies. Aha, so we have the other leech key. Very nice. Now I just gotta go back and send it up to her. Ah-ya-ya-ya. Ah-ya-ya. And we're definitely leaving. Okay, so if I remember, we just gotta run down the hallway. Maybe we can even grab a couple of those herbs. No, we cannot. But we do also have this input regulator coil that I have no idea what the heck I'm supposed to do with that thing, but we'll find out. We'll just leave the herbs for right now. Oh boy. Ouch. He bopped me on the head. You ever been bopped on the head by a giant leech monster? He's just trying to get some attention and love. He doesn't want to hurt me, he just wants to get some attention and love. That's why whenever he grabs me, he's always trying to hug me. You ever notice that he's like hugging you? Okay, well let's grab this thingy. It's kind of stupid how you can't just send more than one item. Like, you always have to just send one at a time. It's kind of dumb. Never understood why they do that. I assume she's gonna need that input regulator because I don't know what else to do with that thing. Okay, so we have the key now, and I assume we're going to need the input regulator just in case. So we're gonna need to drop probably this ink ribbon. We'll send up one more item, which is the input regulator. Alright, now we have all the items we need. So now, just need to exit this room and go into the one that has... Actually, it's this one. This is the room that we need to be in. This item here. I hope that there's nothing dangerous in there. Like a leech monster. Sounds very dangerous in here. I don't know what the hell it is, but it's something. Oh, well, what do you know? Oh shit, he is alive. I thought so. Hey, look at all this handgun bullets, dang. Okay, we just need this gas tank. Well, shoot, I can't even fit it. God dang it. The hell am I gonna fit in here? Let me see, if I send down... So if I go back out here, I could probably send down an item. Yeah, we'll send down something over to him. Like maybe we'll send down the handgun bullets. And we'll just remember to pick it up because I will forget. Especially if I have brain fog. Now let's go and grab that gas tank. Now the gas tank, where would I need that? Maybe it goes into that one chamber that has that gas machine. And then what would we use it on? That's a good question. What would you use it on? I don't think that there's anything left in this room, so we shouldn't ever have to come back here. I never understand why, but when I play Resident Evil games, I always had a much more low tone of how I talk. I almost kind of whisper, you know? I never understand why I do that, but maybe it's just because it's such a quiet game that's the reason I do it. I notice that in quiet games I tend to do that, but in louder games I have to talk louder because I always think that the game is too loud and, you know, I just have to talk at a higher tone or something. It's kind of funny how I do that. But then again, it also depends on the time of day of when I'm doing these streams, that it depends on how much louder or quieter I usually tend to be, but you know. Either way, it should be pretty relaxing. He farted in there. It was too poisonous for us to deal with. Couldn't go in there risking that we would smell his gases. We would have probably died from it. Some people out there actually pass gas and it's so bad that it will make you literally die. Oh shoot. Okay, so I was trying to run around them, but I just couldn't do it on time. We have this thing called the breeding room key. I think that we might have to use it as Rebecca, because Rebecca is the only one who has all these locked doors, and Billy doesn't have anything except that one turn dial base door, so we're not going to be able to go through that with him. We'll try this door over here and see if this one is the one that might work. It's locked from the other side. Well, that's just fantastic. Hey, there's actually a ink ribbon that I left here. Figured since we've done some progress, may as well try to get this save done. I know I like to waste them, but on my first attempt when I play games that I haven't played in a very long time, I like to be safe about it. Now, if I'm playing it for a challenge, of course, I would not be saving, but the thing is I'm not doing it for a challenge because I don't usually like to do challenges for games until I've gotten the original or initial playthrough done on the easier difficulty, just for relaxation purposes. And then after that, I like to go with like the more challenging aspect if I ever return to the game in the future. You know, like it could be months, years, and suddenly I'm like, oh, I want to play Resident Evil 0 again or something like that, and I'll go for like a challenging version of it. You know, I don't really like to play challenges all that much. Now, there are some games I immediately start off as a challenge, and that's specifically because I treat the game specifically for challenge-related purposes, but for this one, it's just relaxation purposes, you know? Oh shit. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay, but you need to not spam attack me. We are in danger. That's a good thing that I saved. Oh, that could have ended really, really badly. Good thing is that I was able to take care of them. Yeah, the shotgun works really effectively against specifically those guys. Okay, so we have the dial. Now we can go and actually give it to Billy Cohen. Okay, BOW report. Research to date has shown that when the progenitor virus, I think it's called progenitor, but I'm just going to call it the progenitor virus, is administered to living organisms, violent cellular changes cause a breakdown in the system. Furthermore, no satisfactory method has been found to control the organism for use as weapons. Clearly, greater coordination at the cellular level is essential to enable further growth. I conducted a number of experiments in the effort to find a breakthrough. This is my report. Insecta. It said Insecta. I don't know what the hell Insecta is. Perhaps because these ancient animals have been genetically stable for millennia, when administered with the progenitor virus, they exhibited only explosive high-energy growth and increased aggressiveness. This is extremely difficult to envision them using them as BOW, which is like biological organism weapon or something like that. Amphibia. Injecting a frog with the virus resulted in an increase in the leaping power and abnormal tongue growth. However, no change in mental ability was observed. Furthermore, an abnormal appetite resulted in the test. Subject randomly attacking all moving objects. Usefulness for BOW is limited. Mammalia. Progenitor virus was merged with the monkey's cellular DNA, resulting in an increased fertility. The resulting young exhibited improved aggressiveness and some increased mental capacity. As a side effect, visual power was lost, but this was offset by an improvement in hearing ability. Also, they're deaf. Well, actually, they're kind of blind, the apes. I did not know that. However, they are unsatisfactory as weapons. It does seem that no progress can be made without making humans as the base organism. Interesting. Alright, well, let's get the heck out of this room. So one of them has increased aggressiveness of leaping and tongue power, but I've never seen the lizard monsters have tongue power. What is that item that's there? Is that the... Oh, it's the hook shot. Okay, well, we'll grab that in a minute. Okay, so we are going to go into a really dangerous situation. So we're definitely going to want to make use of trying to be sure we save or something, because we did almost die against those creatures. And I just want to make sure that we're being safe about what we're doing. So we'll send down a save thing, and we'll also send down the dial. Now I assume that Billy is the one who needs the fuse, because it didn't seem like I needed the fuse. I was trying to see if I could skip the cutscene, but apparently it doesn't allow me to. We'll just have to kind of bite our tongue on it. I just wish that they allowed us to send more than just one item down. It would be very nice. But, you know, luxury doesn't happen in games like this. I just have to send down one more item after this. You guys in the future will be lucky to see the edited version, so you don't have to deal with all the nonsense. I've gotten really good at editing my videos now, knocking out a lot of unnecessary moments and all this kinds of other things. The one thing that Rebecca really needs is that healing item. It's the one thing I really wish I could send her right now. But we'll just have to make use of what we can. Alright. Well, now that we have all these items, we can now save. And then I'll leave the type, you know, the little ink ribbon there. You know, the only reason I'm saving is because I actually almost died a few times when it came to the lizard monsters, and I really don't want to have to do that I have a situation where I feel like it's too dangerous for me or too risky for me, I save. I don't want to have to think about it, especially if I've done a lot of puzzles. Okay, we're ready? Let's do this. Oh boy. Will you stop hugging me? I know that you like me, but stop it. Stop it. You're raping me. This is manhandling. Okay, so I think, okay, so there is actually, I think it was 4863, if I remember. Yep, 4863, I was correct. Okay, so 4, 8, 6, and 3.
Maybe I could use this.
Rebecca here, over.
Billy, I found something here that might make you happy. It's an aerial cable car.
Really? That's great. Now we can get out.
Yep, let's regroup as soon as possible. Over.
Roger.
Did he say Billy? As in like he was talking to her, as in like calling her Billy? It almost sounded like he was calling her Billy for a second. Okay, so I know that there is actually a healing item in this area. At least I was pretty sure there was. It does not have any power. But let's go check over here first. Didn't let me see what was over here. There's nothing over here. There is a fuse panel, what looks to be over here. So we'll put this, yeah, we'll pull this. Okay, and that allows us, oh, there's even a typewriter up there. Interesting. Hey, what's that? Some kind of item on the ground. What's this? Some kind of battery or fuse. So that's a second fuse that we've gotten. Oh, look at where we're at. We're right here. Well, shoot. Then that means that, well, how am I supposed to get inside? Because it's locked and I don't have a key for that room. I haven't been able to find this key at all since the time that, yeah, since the time that I've, like, been here, because I don't have a key for it. We have an input regulator coil and an output regulator coil. Maybe we combine it? No? Okay, well, let's try to make sure that we can get Rebecca back over to where Billy is. I don't think that I've left anything except the hook shot and the ink ribbon. I don't think that there's anything for me left. Except the healing items that I really wanted to pick up, but there is that leech monster that's in the hallway and it's kind of concerningly in the danger zone. It makes me a little uncomfortable with the idea that I would have to go down there. Okay, so Billy and Rebecca are together finally. Again, we'll definitely hold on to this thing. We'll actually make some Molotovs ahead of time while we can. Now I know and I am actually aware that once I leave this place and I go into that train thing, I'm gonna end up losing out on a lot of items because I need to make sure I have my grenade launcher. I I need to make sure to have the acid rounds for my grenade launcher. So there's a lot of things that I need right now. Lots of things. And I have to go back and grab them, which is going to be concerningly quite difficult for us to do some navigating, because I don't think it transports these items to the next area once we leave. So we'll see what we can do. Alright, well, the switch, I don't think we can pull it anymore. Doesn't seem to be getting any power. Well, I don't know where to put this, thing, because I don't have a key for this, contraption. We haven't been able to find where we need to use this, this fuse. Okay, so let's take a look. So in the hallway, there's a couple healing items, right? And on the upper floor, there's a locked room, which I don't know how to get inside of. And aside from that, my grenade launcher, which happens to be on the first floor, which is actually located where the elevator system is. That means that the leech monster is going to be in my way, because if I want to get back to there, I would have to take the elevator. Yeah, I would have to take the elevator, which I think the elevator goes to the second floor. And damn it. It's a very tough choice. I either abandon all of these items or something, or otherwise I have to go and backtrack. Okay, so right here, it looks like we need the hookshot. Once again, we need the goddamn hookshot. And you know where I left this freaking thing? I left it in the room that had the big leech monster. Oh man, that makes me kind of very uncomfortable with that thought. Alright, well, I assume the best case scenario right now is that we would have Billy Cohen leave these items here. We're also going to have to give him this, because we're going to have him try to take down that goddamn leech monster.
Let's split up.
Okay.
Okay, Billy Cohen, I need you to really, really be on your A game, my friend. I need you to be on your A game. Please be on your A game. Said your A game. How the hell did he miss that shot? Jesus. Jesus. I cannot believe how many shots it's taking to kill this thing. And I'm all out of bullets, of course. How many times did I shoot this thing? I threw a Molotov, I frickin' shotgunned it. Are you absolutely insane?
0.
Is that really like how hard they are to kill? This is why everybody says just ignore them, because they are just absurd to even kill. I tell you that Resident Evil 0 is not as easy as the other Resident Evils like 2 and 3. Like 0 really like kind of is annoying how difficult it is. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This is This is why I save. And the one time I decided not to because I really didn't want to, I could have saved. Please stop hugging me, please. Okay. Enough with it. It's not what I wanted. What was it? 6 and 3? Okay, we need to grab a couple of these items. Because Rebecca can't be running around with only, like, danger zone HP. Even if it means that Billy has to temporarily kind of get hurt. I'd rather have those items on me than to not have them on me. Okay, we can skip this cutscene. And we can drop these items because we're not going to need them. So we're going to drop... actually, we'll just wait a second. We're definitely going to save this time. Alright, so we have ink ribbon. Now, let's get over to Rebecca. Make sure that Rebecca has everything. Seems to be so, except the hook shot. We need to get the hook shot. But we'll send Billy to do that. And also, what I also can alternatively do to make my situation a little easier, you remember that leech monster? Well, it just happens that it's in the hallway that we don't need to go inside of anymore. It would actually be very nice to be able to just close this thing on him. Never mind, I guess we are not allowed to close the thing on him. So we have to grab hookshot, we have to grab a couple things, god dang it. Okay, well let's take this herb from them. Let's combine it, let's use it. And then we'll also take some handgun rounds. Then we'll give it back to him. And then what we're gonna have him do is drop this item right here. And then we're gonna also save. And we're not gonna need this handgun with us. At least not yet. So we'll give this to him. And we'll have him equip that one, because it is the stronger handgun. We'll drop this here. And we're also going to save. After I go and grab that thingamabobber, that hook shot. We need the hook shot. This is the room. Okay, can you please, like, pick it up? Okay, now we gotta go back, which is, I think, this door right here. Alright, so we safely have the hook shot. We have them well balanced on the HP. We just don't have our... the grenade launcher. And we need to have the grenade launcher. Like, it's very important that we have the goddamn grenade launcher. So here's what we do. We're going to first grab this thing. We'll just come back here in a second. Now I remember that one of them needs a fuse. Although we're full on the inventory. Yeah, we're full on the inventory. But it's okay, because we're only going to need the hook shot for 1 second. It's just so we can get into that room that has the office. Yep, and then we just gotta open up this door right here, but let's grab these shotgun shells. Okay, there we go. And then what we can do is leave the hook shot. We shouldn't need it anymore. Shouldn't ideally need it anymore. And for him, we're gonna need that fuse. So regular machine input and output. Okay, well, input. And then we just gotta get the output. I will try to see if I can figure out a path to be able to get back to my grenade launcher, because I can't leave it behind. Now, back at the mansion, there was some acid rounds on the ground and some magnum rounds. And those are the only two things that are most important and kind of vital for me to have. I would be actually kind of biting myself in the foot if I did not decide to go back for those. So we're definitely going to have to go back for them. I just didn't expect that we needed it, though. At least not here. But we're gonna test a theory. See what happens if I test this theory. Okay, so come with me. We're gonna leave behind some of these items, because we shouldn't need them. And what we're gonna try to do is hope that somehow, magically, these items appear in the next area. And if they don't, then we have to backtrack. And we have to go for the grenade launcher. We have to go back for the acid rounds. And we have to go back for the magnum rounds. And then we can come back here. Because really and truly, you don't want to be walking around without those magnum rounds. I know that we don't have the magnum right now, but we will have the magnum is the point. It's actually in the science facility. That's like one of the final areas of the game. So we're gonna test this theory and see what happens. I just really hope that it plays out in my favor. Because if I go outside of this door right now, I would have to run from here to the little elevator, I would have to take that elevator down, which I think it takes us back down to the one that's outside. And then I can go grab the grenade launcher and the Magnum and all that other stuff. But you know what? I'm gonna take a wing at it. I'm gonna see what happens. This will at least allow me to confirm my theory. If the game will transfer the items. We're separated from Billy. God damn it. Good thing I saved. Oh! God damn it. Get off of me. I wonder if it had anything to do with that monster that was in the hallway. You remember? Maybe that's the reason it's roaming around right now. Machine regulates, it's missing the output. Hey, you little shits. Freaking messing around with my stuff. Okay, well, let's go and see what happens when I go and do this thing. Oh man. I just hope that the items transfer like they're supposed to.
Ow!
Will you stop it? Get off of me. Great, now I'm in like danger mode or something. What's this? Magnum? I told you. I told you this is why we go back for the Magnum rounds. But I don't know if the items are going to transfer. We're about to find out. If they don't transfer, we have to do some backtracking. I'm just going to hope that it does. Transfer, please. Transfer, please. Transfer. I'm really hoping they do. If they don't transfer, I'll have to go back for the items. And it's gonna suck. What let me guess? I'm kind of in danger. Not exactly in danger, but kind of in danger. Well, we have a couple healing items. And it looks like we're in now a factory. But unfortunate to say, I don't think that any of these... You know what, actually? I'm gonna take a look at something real quick. I'm just gonna take a look and see if I'm right. So, when we're inside of the factory, I'm gonna assume that in order to get to the treatment plant, right? So it says right here that you want your Magnum for the Tyrant, okay? And then level 2 will return you to the cable car where the cable car left you, and level 4 will be freedom. So the treatment plant is actually not back at the mansion. That means that no matter what, we're missing out on those items if I don't bring them along with us. Son of a bitch. That's not good. That means that we do want to go back for those items. Shit. You know what? I'm just gonna play to the end without it. I know it's probably stupid, but I am confident in my abilities. So we're just gonna go for the end without the major items that I could be potentially using. We're actually going to drop this ink ribbon. Actually, you know what? We're gonna drop right now nothing until I find out what the hell is in this area. Just don't feel like backtracking to those places, you know? For a grenade launcher. Rather, and I know that I'm missing out on 8 Magnum rounds or something like that, because I do have extras, but I have so much like shotgun shells. I have some confidence. Okay, we can go into one of 2 different areas. Let's go to this one first. Who knows, maybe we'll get an opportunity to go back to the mansion later. It's a nice little way for us to find out. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. It's staring at me in the face. It's like you could have used me, but you decided not to. Oh man. Oh man. What's wrong with me? Yeah, well, it's not enough space for that. We'll definitely leave this here. And we're also going to leave the Magnum as well. Now we'll take these handgun bullets with us. Say something about a keyhole. Now there's something about a keyhole for a control panel. We'll just worry about that later. We'll just look at it, but we're not going to pick it up, so that way it's still marked on the map. It's tightly sealed. My nervous level is about yay high because I'm missing out on the grenade launcher and the extra Magnum rounds, so my anxiety and nervousness level is kind of like fluctuating. Like if this was the top of the meter and this was the bottom of the meter, mine's like right here right now. But it's okay. I am a professional. I can do this. I don't need those things. He is like, you do not have your extra Magnum rounds. You do not have your grenade launcher. I'm going to embarrass you on stream. Stupid. Oh shit. Oh shit. Good thing we'll never have to come back to that room ever again. My eyeball is kind of twitching a little bit just from anxiety. It's like I feel the muscle spasm right here. Okay, so since we did manage to get that item, let's go back in here and let's go use that green herb that I saw. Didn't have to waste any shotgun shells, thankfully, on those amphibian creatures. Just realized that there was another door, but I think it's locked. Yeah, I think this one's locked from the other side. Okay. I know that the treatment plant is a very, very short area of the game, like very short. At least if I remember correctly, when I was reading or sifting through the guide, it was like incredibly short section, and basically it's just the laboratory is the last area of the game, and that's really just it. So... Alright, well, we're back here. We safely managed to get some of the stuff done. So we'll save after I put in this key. This is going to be a boss fight. Undoubtedly. Undoubtedly a boss fight. So we're going to save. And we're going to get our butt handed to us, probably. Because I did not go back for the items that I should have gone back for. And just in case that things get too rough, we'll make sure we do a third save instead. So we'll do save 3. Because at least if I go back to number 2, I can have the opportunity to go back for the items that I was initially wanting to, just in case things get a little too chaotic and I'm not able to somehow get back to my situation. I'm gonna take this Magnum and I'm gonna fire maybe 1 or 2 rounds into him with it, and I'm gonna save the rest of them for later. Because we'll use the shotgun. Okay. Yeah, this is the famous elevator ride fight, which was actually seen in Resident Evil 2. It was also seen in Resident Evil, I know that there was another one that did it. I think it was also in, like, Code Veronica. I know for sure it was Resident Evil 2. And Code Veronica also had an elevator fight. And, don't recall any other Resident Evils that have done that, now that I think about it. I don't know. The elevator fight is usually like a very popular thing about Resident Evil. You know? At least, like, I've seen it in multiple games. Well, I was thinking that we were going to get into a boss fight, but it doesn't look like we're going to be fighting anything right now. I could be speaking too soon, though. I just spoke too soon.
Don't shoot!
Who the hell's this guy?
You're alive.
Wasn't he in
Are you
like the
okay,
beginning of the
Rebecca?
game?
Where is everybody?
They should have arrived here before me. Haven't you seen them? That's unfortunate. If we go straight from here, we should arrive at an old mansion which Umbrella uses for research. Come on, let's go.
Wait! I've got to find Billy.
Billy Cohen? You mean you found that criminal?
Or
Yes,
like
but we got
we've been kind of
separated
partners the whole
Don't mind
time.
worrying about him. He won't make it. Come on, let's go.
Sir, please. I need to find him.
She's like, this is
Don't
my
worry,
future
I'll catch up
husband.
with you.
He's my
Rebecca.
boyfriend.
All right. Just be careful.
Better hope he never...
saw him again.
Well, I mean, he probably got his butt handed to him by the tyrant. Well, if I pick up that key... Okay, well, that's the security room. So if I pick up that key... Well, Well, I would have to leave behind some bullets. Rather have the shotgun than to have the handgun. No need to search this place, alright. I am wearing the Magnum right now. Since we're actually down here, I think this is where we need to go. It's not working right now. Device used to activate the elevator, there's a keyhole. Oh, shit. Oh boy.
What is that?
Oh boy. Oh, this smells trouble. All right. We have to kill him. Yeah, bend over for your butt. Oh, damn, he's like, you bend over for your butt. Why don't you do the bending over? Damn. Get the hell out of his way. Oh. I'm surprised he is still standing. No, stay dead. Ah, I had to use all my magnums, but it's okay. At least I kind of balanced it out a bit. I'm surprised I got him on the first try. Oh boy. I'm definitely gonna want those Magnum rounds from the mansion. Okay, so well, let's see. If I remember correctly, left the handgun bullets over there. Let's go back. And he's gone. Of course he is. Why wouldn't he be? Why wouldn't this guy be moving around right now? Of course he is. Gotta keep the suspense, of course. So one thing I can go back for. Let me see. Wonder if I can go back to any kind of previous location. Let's find out. Refuses to move any further. Well, that's just fantastic. That's just fantastic. Hey, Corey William, it's nice to meet you. Thank you for joining on Resident Evil 0, and I hope you had a great Christmas. So let's see, let's try level 4.
Playtime is over. You and your friends no longer amuse me. Good riddance. Now nothing will stop me from getting my revenge.
Oh boy. So I wonder if level 4 is where we have to go. How are you? And I did. Oh, I'm doing really well, thank you. And as for Christmas, I'm glad that you had a good Christmas, but I'm doing okay. I'm just doing this right before I go to bed, because I do have a work schedule coming up, pretty long one, but you know, we're just gonna see if we can try our hardest to finish this game, given I am very close to the end of it. I just realized that this is right behind the backside of the mansion, right here. Which means that we can actually traverse back to some areas to go and get some things that we need. Like the magnum rounds and the grenade rounds, and maybe even the grenade launcher. Yeah, because I'm gonna need quite a bit of stuff. I am definitely ready for Resident Evil Requiem. I cannot wait to see the rest of that game. Oh yeah, I'm excited. Yeah, I'm waiting on quite a handful of games. I actually wrote it in one of my posts for YouTube, and it lists all the games that I'm currently waiting on, as well as you know, those that I've already released, but I'm trying to wait on a cheaper price for them. But Code Violet is definitely one, and so is see, we didn't even have to actually go back the way that we needed to, because we actually ended up coming back here anyway, so that was a little convenient for us. I don't ever pre-order games anymore, but I'm glad, you know, that you managed to get yourself a copy. That's good. Okay, so if we go up to the upper floor, we can go back to an area to go get our grenade launcher if we wanted to, which I highly recommend that we should. So we might want to go back for the grenade launcher, as we are kind of nearing the end of the game finally. We may as well hurry up and get that thing. We do have enough space to grab it. I just hope that I don't die along the way. Hopefully none of these enemies respond. Shit. Damn it. They're there. Oh, man. The frickin' grenade launcher is right past those guys, and I would have to kill them to get to it. Oh, man. No thanks. I think I'm good. I think I will pass on the grenade launcher, which kind of upsets me, but that is a very, very risky situation, and I'm not taking that chance. No way in hell. I haven't even saved. Yeah, there's no way without me saving. Yeah, no, they are incredibly dangerous. There's no way in hell with danger level HP, and I've got like barely any shotgun rounds on me. No thanks. Well, I don't even know how many of them there are. You know, there could be a handful of them for all I freaking know. And I'm just not taking that risk. So we'll take our chances with this. Grab our handgun. Don't understand why Billy's handgun, or, oh no, it's the Magnum, never mind. Thought that was Billy's handgun. Yeah, I think I'll take my chances with the shotgun and the Magnum. Sad as it is, so sad that I couldn't go back for that damn grenade launcher. I should have did it when I was talking about it earlier in this video. Okay, so level 3. We cannot do anything about level 3. Let's check what level 2 is. I don't know what level 2 is, but we're about to find out. See where it takes us. Sounds like this is the factory. The factory, which is where we were. And then there's Magnum rounds on the ground. I'd rather take that than this. I don't know what kind of creatures are out here. Sounds like a big one. And now we are safe for a second. Oh man, okay, so my ink ribbons and everything are actually right in this area, and it's right in the second floor. It's right there, my ink ribbons. But that also means that I have to go through that really dangerous hall with that creature, and I just don't know if I'm really wanting to take that risk, so we're just gonna go to level 4. I am like really playing with a lot of fire right now because I have no HP. If I had HP, it'd be a different story. I don't have HP. What am I supposed to do? Oh, hell no. You know, it's almost amazing how some of these characters never get themselves killed. Nice and safe so far. Nothing crazy. We have access to ink ribbons, thank you. Okay, so we are going to drop our handgun on the ground. We are going to grab these ink ribbons and save. Good thing I did not take my opportunity or my chances with that amphibian from earlier. Yeah, he better wake the hell up. Because, I think he's going to get himself killed. Oh, jeez. Yeah, if I took my chances with any of those dangerous situations that I did earlier, I would have probably died. And I would have, probably been kicking myself in the butt right now. Or dying in those situations. So we will leave, we'll leave our handgun, we'll leave that there for our Magnum, and we'll take our pistol with us. While we're here at the treatment facility, I'll try to make sure that we don't try to use too much of our best gear. I'll try my best. I'll take these handgun bullets. Really wish that I had a healing item right now. No healing items. Concerning. Power needs to be turned on. Okay, well, I didn't see anything to turn on power. Maybe it's this thing. Okay, designated and can be supplied up to 2 points away. Change points, okay. So I don't even know where we are right now. Up to 2 points away. So, about here. Is that right? Not getting any power apparently. Okay, so you have to like fill all of it. Okay, well, the best point for 2 would be starting from here. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, so starting from here would be 2, 2, 2, 2. Seems about right. I'm feeling pretty okay for the most part. Alright, and we will try doing it right here, which I think we were very, very close. Well, if I do one right here, it almost nearly connects everything. And then if I do one right here, that would be 2, 1, so 1, and 2. But I picked the wrong spot, it wouldn't work. Okay, so how about here? This one would go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. We'll try here. And then we'll try from right about... Yeah, this is a really odd kind of puzzle. 1, 2. Try here. Yeah, because I always have that 1 that's off. It's always just that 1. My idea is that I would figure that you would want to start closest to the near ends. So if like 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then if I do the one on the right side, that would be 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And then if I do one, you know what, actually this might work. It just might work. And then from here, we would want to do it from right here. There we go. Well, at least I'm actually doing it successfully. Looks like the power's been restored. Okay, well that's good. And now I just need to kind of make sure I don't die. Because I am very, very low on HP right now. How about you look at the zombie that's over here? Can't see them. Oh shit. Okay, we're safe. Hey, look at that. Nice. That's what we need. Now I don't have to feel so on edge. Okay. Now we want to grab this again. We'll see what we can do. We still have a Magnum with 8 rounds. We'll save it for... Actually, no, I think we have 16 rounds on that Magnum. Save it for the final boss. Go to the map. You piece of shit. No, go this way, damn it. Doesn't have a handle, square-shaped hole. God, okay. So it's a pin, nothing like you've seen before. It's unfortunately broken. I don't like pinball machines. I was never a fan of pinball games. Except in Final Fantasy 15, that was the only time I really loved the pinball game. And also the one that was back in like the early 90s, if you remember, it was like the one that had like all the, I don't know, like the interstellar space stuff, and it was like, had all these cool sounds. It was a very popular one for the desktop. One and only one that I really liked. It's really like obsessed with it. Because me and my cousins, when we were growing up, we would try to beat each other's high score, so we would stay up like really late. And whenever somebody was sleeping or something, we would just try to beat each other's score or something. And I always held the highest record on that one. I know it's only 3 bullets, but we may as well take it with us. What do we do with this thing? Oh, I see. We're supposed to go up there, and there's like a little key card. Okay, well, we'll deal with that in a minute. What about this one? Can't do anything here. So how do I lift you up? Ah, it needs a battery. Okay, well, we'll get the battery here soon. But what we need to do, we'll check what's in this room. So is this a oh, this is still the treatment plant? This isn't even the last area of the game. What the hell? I won't even have enough time to finish all of this. Probably. Because I have to sleep eventually. These controls regulate the supply and drainage of water in the tanks, and okay. Well, let's rotate right. Well, that's going to be in the way. In fact, both of them. Okay, so let's see. We're trying to push one of these. And what we want them to be is one would have to go. That one doesn't move. Well, that's not good. Okay, well that seems to be working. And then what we want is to push it over. I believe we want to push it over to the forward position. Or do we want it towards the back position? Because I don't see it. Hold on 1 second. Let's find out. I think, yeah, because it goes the other direction because this one's blocked off. But we want to have it over here. Now, I know that the gate's not going to be able to move, but it's like, I don't know what else to do with that metal piece that's down there. Because the metal piece is going to be in the way. Either way, it doesn't, like, make sense because the metal one doesn't move. So how the hell would you be able to shift it unless the water perhaps... Oh, I see, okay. Oh, I see. Well, it was kind of in the right position, it's just I didn't have it, like... I can't move it, though. So... I need the gate to move. How? How can you move a gate? If the water... if it's made out of metal... and it's blocking the way, maybe I can push it backwards. Maybe that's what I do, is I push it backwards. Try going back down and see if that reset the position. Okay, so let's try this again. Let's try to see if I can rotate this thing. It's gotta be like some kind of way for me to rotate it, right? She can't push it. Maybe she needs Billy. No. But then that wouldn't make sense because how is Billy supposed to be here if he's knocked out? Yeah, because it takes requirement of muscles. And all the paths are... Oh, this treatment plan is a lot bigger than I expected. I may definitely not have enough time for this. I may actually have to return for a fourth and final video. Yeah, she can't push it. Yeah, see? I'm stuck. And I can't switch characters. And, oh, there's a door right here. I didn't even realize that was a door. At all. It didn't even look like a damn door to me. Yeah, there will definitely probably have to be a fourth and final video. Because, I don't know if I'll have time for this. Billy! We'll see what happens.
Rebecca, where am I?
You're safe now. Are you okay?
I'm glad that Billy's alive.
What could have done this?
I have no idea.
They must have been used as test subjects in Marcus's research. He must have kept messing around with the mother virus.
Billy?
Well, at least we have Billy with us. He is in caution mode. He does have the stronger pistol. I'd prefer if he had the stronger pistol. So we'll send that over to him. We'll actually send this over to him and use it. And then we're going to continue forward as much as we can. Oh hell, no you did not. So that's what they meant by the frog with the giant tongue. Because I was gonna say, like those other lizard creatures, I think they call them the hunters. I didn't think that there was a possibility to them having a tongue. Like a long tongue, you know? Didn't seem like they would. Okay, Rebecca, like, I need you to, like...
Roger.
I need you to, like, not be down here right now. Okay, so let me think about this. So what we want is... we want to push one of them kind of slightly down, so we have enough space to push one of them later. Then what we want is to kind of push one of them out of the way. Like right here. And what we want also, well, because we need the gate to turn all the way middle. So we'll just try to push it just enough. Like that. And what we want is to be able to turn the gate and then push the boxes. So we'll go over. I should have left just enough space for it to still fit his ass on the other side of that crate. I'm hoping, at least. So I assume rotate it right. Okay. So we're gonna push this over. Okay. And now, what we want is to be able to push it back to the left. I don't know if he's gonna have enough space to fit through. Yeah, he doesn't have just enough space to fit through. So we have to push this box a little bit to the left. Just like that. Just enough space. Then we want to push this one eventually over to the left. So we're going to have to close the gate again. So we'll turn it left this time. Then we'll go back to Billy. What we want is, oh, let me see. Let me think about this. So if I rotate it right, I need to push it up forward. And by doing so, push this up forward, I can eventually, hopefully, rotate the other thing. and might be able to push it kind of out of the way. I don't know. Shit. I think I might have screwed myself on it. I don't know, this puzzle's like a little funky because I did kind of push this box a little bit too far. So we might have to push it up and see what the hell we can do about that. We're gonna have to rotate it right again. What we're gonna do is we're going to come over here. We're gonna try pushing this forward. All the way up into the freaking corner. Okay. And then what we'll do is push this down. There we go. And then we'll try pushing this to the right. And what it should do is give us just enough space to be able to hopefully shove it over. I might have screwed myself, possibly because I may not have enough space to be able to actually push this, but we'll try. There's only one possibility that it could work, is that if this little crevice right here by the ladder is a little bit just enough like here, you see like that? Like how I can kind of like almost nearly push it. We have to be very careful about the way I do it. Come on. Come on, push up. What the hell's your problem? Push it. Push the box upward. What the hell is your problem? Why won't you push the box upward? You won't push it up. Whatever, we'll get out of the way of the gate or something. We'll turn it around. Now let's see if it'll work. You gotta be shitting me. You gotta be shitting me. Why the hell won't it push up forward? There's more than enough space for him to do it. Damn it. This is annoying. You gotta be shitting me. I was almost on a perfect idea. And I can't push it enough because he doesn't have enough space to do it. God damn it. Now I gotta exit this freaking room and try again. That is like the stupidest puzzle ever. That shit is ridiculous. They really implement a freaking invisible wall? Like a boundary to how far that item can go? That is just so stupid. It's just so retarded. Okay. So we want to push this down. We're also going to try pushing this one to the right. Now there is a possibility that if I was to turn the gate just enough, we want it to be a little bit to the right, right? Just like that. I might have enough space to fit him in there. Damn it. Ah, bitch. I hate puzzles. I can't stand them, especially when they don't freaking make any logical sense of like spacing. Like you have to freaking like be precise with the way that the game wants you to push it, because otherwise, like, I don't have enough space to do anything. Like I can't push the box all the way to the wall like I want to, you know? So I can have enough space in front of the ladder to be able to push the box a little bit to the right. Just so stupid. Okay, well this one needs to go down a little bit. Actually, I push this one all the way down, and I push that one all the way up. I don't know if that's gonna work. Something about the box right here needs to be, like, moved. Like, right about that much distance. Now let's try filling up the water. I'm just gonna test something out. I wonder how long people have actually spent on this puzzle. Because I feel like a lot of people probably have spent quite a bit of fucking time on this puzzle. You gotta be shitting me. It just has to be pushed over a little bit more. Yes, it's not proper. Just has to be punched by a little bit more. Absolutely ridiculous. You know, I actually just realized something. Actually. I know how the boxes are supposed to move. Yeah, I just realized it just now when I just saw a little flaw. Just now, I actually figured out the puzzle. So what we do, okay, is we need to move this over. And then what we want is we need to close the gate. But we also want to have enough space. So we want to actually close the gate, but we want to push this box over first. Because when I push this object up, right here, and I should have enough space to get in between. I want to shove it over to the right a little bit. So this one's going to go forward. This one's going to go to the right. And then this one's going to go back a bit. So we're going to go back. We're going to push this up. And what we're going to do is we're going to close the gate. And then we're going to turn it to the right, or to the left, sorry. And then we want to push this box over here. Okay, and then we're going to stand on top of this. And we're going to turn the gate once more. This time to the left. And now I should be able to push all the boxes in place. So we're going to go back out. We're going to push this one in place. Yeah, this puzzle was kind of stupid, but I actually figured it out, thank God. Took me a few moments to really think about the situation. Pretty sure people have actually had to look this up. Okay. Now, we'll stand on top of this and push this one. Okay, and now we'll get the hell out of here. Now I understand theoretically he could stand on top of the wooden boxes, and she could just turn on the water, and he should naturally float to the top.
Come on.
Okay.
But given how this game is, I don't want to take that risk, so we're just going to build a drain. Yeah, I don't want to take the risk that, like, he dies or something, like, falls off the box. I don't know, this game... You know how these games are. You try to chase something and you find something broken. You know? Okay, so as soon as I exit this room, we need to go downstairs. When we go downstairs... We'll see. Do need a battery to be able to get that key card. So if I look at the map, yeah, the monster is right there. And the safe spot is also right past him. In fact, there's another safe spot in a room that I also have no... But my Magnum's also over there. I don't know, we'll see what we can do. I have this on her. Okay, well, let's go back. No, stupid. Go this way. God damn it. Oh my god. Rebecca, I need you to, like, follow me. God damn it. Jeez. Game gives me like a headache, anxiety. Only room enough for fitting one person, of course. Why else would you want to fit more than one person on a frickin' little elevator? I guess I understand why a lot of people don't like playing with two characters, because the AI is just really, really, like, annoying to deal with.
Let's regroup.
Roger.
Okay, so... well, I guess this will have to do for now. As much as I really want to play the rest of it, it's just really late, and I also have to work, and I'm gonna be gone like a whole entire week. Like, it sucks, because I really want to be able to finish this game. And many other games, but it's just with the freaking schedule that I have, not gonna have all that spare time. And, you know, this is all the more reason why I wish that I could get my tent project and all this other stuff going, so that way I can actually like go full time on streaming and not have to worry about things like a schedule and stuff. And it's only like a month or two away, you know. So just hang in there. Hang in there. I've got a lot of games that are coming up to finish, and we'll just have to go along with the flow and see what happens. But for right now, we'll just have to call it night. Either way, it was a lot of stuff, and the treatment plant, as you guys can see, is still a little bit much. Like it's a bit, and this is definitely going to require one final video. I mean, this game was made to be like 12 hours, 11 hours, according to like, you know, it was like 10 to 12 hours. And especially if you're trying to 100% it, it takes a lot longer. This was not one of the shorter Resident Evils. It was one of the longer versions of Resident Evils, just like Code Veronica. But either way, we'll have one final video to do where we finish the treatment plant and come back to finish up the game for one final video. There is one off day that I have, but I don't know if I'm going to end up being here for a stream on it. It will be on a Tuesday. So if I am going to be streaming, it'll be on a Tuesday. Now there is a possibility and a chance that some of those days that I am working, I may be able to EO early enough that I can actually, you know, do something about showing up again randomly for one of those nights, but we'll see what happens. Either way, I thank you guys for watching these videos, and I hope you enjoyed the Resident Evil 0 you know, playthrough, and especially in this video. And you're welcome as well. I hope that you had a good you know, good time, and you will definitely see me later. I will probably be here, hopefully before New Year's. But we'll see what happens on Tuesday, so who knows. But either way, all of you have a good night and have a good New Year's if I don't see you. And stay safe out there. Try not to get yourself into too much trouble out there, especially when it's all these people drinking on that time, and a lot of people do some really stupid stuff out there. But either way, just I'll be back again to finish this and many other games, because a lot of my games are actually coming to an end. There's about 5 or 6 games that are very, very close to 1 or 2 videos away from being complete. So just, you know, for each game. So a lot of my games are going to be chaining off very soon with an end streak, final video, final video, final video. And we'll be introducing some new games eventually soon. All right. All right, well, everybody have a good night. Thank you for watching, and thank you for subscribing and following to my Twitch channel and my YouTube channel, for those of you who have done it, and I will see you in the future. All right.